Hi, I'm Eric Siegel, and today we're going to be checking out the Military Survival Kit made by BCB International. This is made in the UK, and I bought it from a site in the UK and took a week or two to get here. Now, the BCB International site on the bottom is bcbin.com, but I bought this from campingworld.co.uk. Now, there's a lot of glare coming off the plastic case here, so let me go ahead and get it out of there. Here's the wrapper. It's a 25-piece survival kit, and on the back it says, "Guaranteed to perform when needed most." It says that it's NATO approved, which is nice, and the contents are listed as a water-resistant tin, vinyl tape, a knife, matches, pencil, purification tablets, snare wire, survival instructions, accident evaluation form, candle, fireball, flint, and striker with compass, fishing kit, whistle, sewing kit, safety pins, wire saw, silicone tubing, white cable tie, white nylon cord, LED micro torch, signal mirror, tin hanging handle, tinder, water bags, single-edged razors, and adhesive plasters. And then right here it's got a sign that says, "Condoms to be used as water carriers, not for personal use." Just to let you know that the condoms inside are not meant for personal use, but for carrying water. So here's the tin itself, and the measurements are 11 by 8 by 2.8 centimeters, and the approximate weight is 245 grams. And there's what the cover looks like. You can pause it and read it if you want to. And like most of these good quality survival tins, it's got the tape on the outside to make it waterproof, and it's kind of like a vinyl electrical tape. So we'll go ahead and take that off, and as always you want to save the tape because that is one of the survival kit items. Alright, so let's go ahead and crack the top on this. There we go. Alright, so first up we've got the two condoms they mentioned. And again, these are just plain latex condoms used for storing water. You can blow these up and store water in them. And actually, as I've said before, you can boil water in a condom if you're careful and you don't get it too close to the fire. Pretty cool. Then we've got some storm matches and a striker. Not bad. Here's the tinder. It's just a cotton ball. Then we've got this big bag of stuff here. So we'll open this in a second. We've got a little knife. And it's just a cheap little knife, probably made in China, I'm sure. But seems reasonably sharp. This knife isn't going to win any awards, but in a survival situation, it's a good thing to have. And then we've got these handles. I'll get to those in a second. And we've got some adhesive dressings, Band-Aids, stuff like that. And then down here, we've got a signal mirror. There I am. How you doing? And I think there's a film on top that you peel off. The film protects the mirror until you need it. And then we've got the tin itself, which of course can be used to cook food or boil water or what have you. Now, these handles, I believe the way they work is that you put one on each side, and then you sort of grab them like that, and that allows you to lift the tin up without touching it. And I would imagine this would come in handy if you were using it to boil water or cook food. You could pick it up and handle it without burning yourself. Now, I've seen older reviews for these kits, and in those older reviews, they had a different handle that went all the way across. I imagine this was probably done to save weight and probably save a little money too, but it seems to work just fine. And again, I think that's how you're supposed to use these things. All right, now let's check out what's in this bag. Looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. It's held shut with tape. And we'll just dump all this stuff out and go through it one at a time. There we go. Okay, so first up we've got a pencil. Then we've got a whistle. Yep, plenty loud. Then there's a candle. Always a good thing to have. We've got 2 razor blades. Then we've got the brochure and emergency evaluation form, or accident evaluation form as they call it. Yeah, so there's the emergency report, the survival plan. And then they've got, just basic instructions for survival, like most good quality survival kits have. Yeah, so there's that. And then right here we've got some latex tubing. And you could probably use this for multiple things. The first things that come to mind for me, you could use it obviously as a drinking straw of sorts, or you could use it as a tourniquet. Then we've got a wire saw. Looks to be pretty good quality. And then we've got our snare wire right here, brass wire. Then we've got our flashlight. This looks like the same one made by Polymath, probably made by the same manufacturer. So it's got a momentary action like that, and then it's got a switch to keep it on for good. So not bad. It's a single LED, but it's surprisingly bright. And then it's got a little key ring on the other end. Then we've got some cordage right here. I'm not going to undo it, but it's probably a few meters of cord. Not bad. We've got 2 white zip ties. These are a great thing to have in a survival kit. Then we've got our ferro rod and striker, and it's also got a compass built in. So let me go ahead and open this thing up. All right, so the compass, it's moving around, and looks like it's accurate. That's good. And then we've got the ferro rod and striker, and I'm sure it's fine, but we'll try it out. Gotta wear off that coating. Oh yeah, there we go. Not bad at all. And it's got a little more cordage on here too. Then we've got a sewing kit, just your basic sewing kit. And we've got a few safety pins. Looks like a couple larger ones than a few smaller ones. Pretty good selection. And then we've got our fishing kit. Wow, these are some big sinkers. Look at that. So let's see what's inside the fishing kit. All right, so we've got, ooh, these things are going everywhere. So we've got our fishing line here. Probably 8-pound test or something like that. Probably 3 or 4 meters worth. Then we've got these gigantic sinkers. Jeez, these things are huge. These are the biggest sinkers I've ever seen in a survival kit. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 swivels with the little clips on them, and 4 fishing hooks. So it's not too bad. 4 swivels, 4 hooks, 4 gigantic sinkers. I mean, these things are huge. And then the fishing line itself. All right, so just to summarize, here's the entire contents of the military survival kit from BCB International. We've got the fishing kit with the giant sinkers, some safety pins, some tubing, 2 razors, the storm matches, cordage, band-aids, a mirror, a pencil, a little knife, some tinder, a flashlight, a candle, a whistle, 2 zip ties, the accident evaluation report and the brochure with survival tips, the ferro rod and striker with the built-in compass. We've got the handles for the tin, some snare wire, 2 condoms for water storage, a sewing kit, the wire saw, and then of course the tin itself and the top. Now, as I'm looking at everything laid out here, I'm realizing that there's a problem, because on the contents list it said that there would be water purification tablets in the kit, but there are none. And I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to go ahead and rectify it right now. I'm going to add 4 water purification tablets, and each tab will treat 1 liter of water. And I'm also going to go ahead and add my little mini med kit that has 4 ibuprofens, 2 Benadryls, and 2 Imodiums. And now I'll pack all this stuff back into the tin. All right. So there you have it. This is not a bad little survival kit. It was missing the water purification tabs, but we rectified that, and we also added the mini med kit. So it's really not that bad at all. Again, I've said this before, survival's not fun. You're not gonna have a fun time surviving on this, but in an emergency situation, it could make a big difference. So anyway, this is the military survival kit from BCB International. I'm Eric Siegel, and I'll see you next time.